Good morning, y'all. This is part 2 of the car battery video, the update you guys been waiting for. Um, Glad to say everything is back to normal now. I got my engine cover back. As you guys can remember, this was all exposed last time. I'm going to try to pop this open right now so you can see the battery. Give me a minute. Okay, that's what it looked like, remember? And this is the cabin air filter. You're gonna pop that up, and then you're gonna see the Mercedes battery on there. Totally different battery than the one that was on there before. So we're happy. He finally did what he was supposed to. He did the right thing. Let me close this back up real quick. All right, people. We're headed to Costco right now, so I figured I'll just make a video while I drive there. Anyways, yeah, what happened was I went on a Monday. The original video that happened like around 11 or 12 o'clock noon, and you heard him after all the bullshit. I think that was the consensus in the chat, in the comments. There were so many comments I couldn't respond. It was just like every time I would respond to like 2 or 3, like another 15 would show up. So I'll eventually get to him if I can. But anyways, it happened around noon. He said that he'd get me a Mercedes battery, and as you saw, that's a Mercedes battery, exactly like the one that they pulled out. So I'm happy about that. He called me like around 4 o'clock that day, and he was like, I have your battery in. The shop, I think, closes at 5. And he goes, I found your cover too. So I was like, good. I'm glad that, you didn't have to question me telling you that I'm for sure it came with the cover. I never did any work. The only place that did work on this car was the dealership and him. And like I said, I popped the hood 2 days before I brought it to him. The piece was there. So no problems. I knew, that their guys had fucked up. And I still don't understand, like, how something that big, can just be laying around the shop and, like, nobody goes, hey, this is a big-ass piece. But anyways, he called me at 4, and he was like, bring the car in first thing tomorrow morning, 6 a.m. I was like, fuck, 6 a.m., right? So I go, all right, I'll bring it in. I brought it in. He showed me the battery. He goes, this is what we're going to put in your car. And I was like, okay, great. And like I said, he goes, we found your piece. I'll put that in too. And I go, I just don't want that kid working at Javier. I don't want him working on my car. Like I said, he looked like a young kid, and I don't know if he's got everything going on up there. He's young, you know what I mean? Not that he's stupid, but he's just young, maybe a little bit irresponsible. And I told him, I don't want him working on my car. Give it to somebody else. So they put it together. They called me about 8:30, and they're like, car's ready, come pick it up. So we went there. I didn't say anything much after that. A lot of people asked about the receipt, and the receipt just says battery replace and remove and a part number, and doesn't say much else. So, and no, NG didn't work on my car. I know a lot of people were like, did NG work on your car? Was the mechanic in Armenia? I was like, no. And to clarify something else up too, I think there was a misconception here. When I was pissed. I didn't call my buddy Damon right then and then and go, give me a gun. No, it didn't work that way. I told Damon like a month ago, I was like, hey, maybe I'm interested in buying a handgun. The world's going crazy. Not bad to have a little bit of extra protection. So I texted him what was going on, and then he called me back and goes, you don't need a gun. Because I was pissed. Listen, this is how upset I was. I went to the police station Sunday night to find out what my rights were. I go, look, this is what happened. This is what he said verbally to me, and these are the text messages I have. What are my rights? The cop Dad looked me in the face. He goes, nothing much. And I'm like, what do you mean nothing much? And someone else said this in the comments. They go, it's a civil matter. And I go, hold on a second. So if I was like a jeweler and I told people I'm selling them like, 18 karat gold, but it was 18 karat gold plated, and, I'm like screwing people, you're telling me they're not doing anything wrong? It's not like fraud or anything some shit like that. This guy tells me he's going to put genuine parts, OEM. I kept, we had that back and forth about OEM. I'm like, OEM? Original equipment. I'm like, how can you confuse that with anything else? I didn't, and he was like, oh, it's compliant. I go, listen, it's not the same thing. All right, there's a lot of things that are compliant with this car. There's a lot of parts, all right, made by a lot of companies that are compliant. But OEM, original equipment. I mean, I don't know how you can try to talk your way out of it, but a lot of people like, he's a smooth talker, he should be a car salesman and shit like that. And then, he tried his best, but me, I wasn't gonna fall for it. So anyways, I went to the police station, and they were telling me basically you got no rights. You can only take him to small claims court, and that's in a different city, like 10 minutes away. And he was like, it might take months, and you might win, and he still might not pay you. And I was like, oh, hell no. Some shit's gonna happen. There's no fucking way, And it's just, and I was telling him, I was getting upset too at the police station, at the cop. And I go, listen, I'm heated right now as it is, and you're telling me it's even getting me more upset. Like, how can businesses screw people over like this and get away with it? And you guys just say it's a civil matter. And they're like, yeah, that's just the way the law is. And I was like, what kind of fucked up laws do we have that this shit is okay? Basically, legally, it's okay, and you got to take them to court. And I told the cops, I go, hey, so what are you guys good for, really? And he's like, well, if you go there and it escalates, into some threats, into something physical and stuff like that, then, obviously we're here for that, to come and fix the problem, so to speak. Basically, get me out of there. And so I told him, I go, what can I do, to protect myself and recording wise? He's like, you can't record him or inside the shop. You have to do it outside. So that's why I bleeped out his name. I bleeped out I edited out the business and everything. He goes, you can stand on the street outside in public and film the business, but you can't do it, inside the shop. And I was like, all right, no biggie. But I wanted to record his voice, one, for you guys, two, to see if he goes back on his word, because like I said, I have the text messages from saying that he only uses OEM parts and all that kind of stuff. So long story short, cops can't do shit for you, and it's really sad. But if you did something to them, believe me, they come and you stole from him or whatever, come here, they'll arrest you or some shit. So it's totally one-sided, these laws. I don't know who writes these laws, who makes these laws, but if the guy told you through text message or through verbal, and I told him, I go, has it come to a point where we have to record everything? Do we have to carry on a GoPro with us all the time and just record everybody's actions, everybody's words? Because at the end of the day, it's going to be a he said, she said type thing. So it's just really sad. I left there like more disappointed. But he basically told me, this is it, try to resolve it yourselves, and don't do anything stupid. And I go, no, I just want what I paid for, right? It's not right. But I mean, I don't agree with what he did at all, but I could, his reasoning was it's a compliant, so it's good enough. But I'm like, no, you shouldn't do that. So a lot of people told me don't take your car there anymore, and I probably won't. He was the highest rated on Google. He had like 60, 70, 80 reviews, and he had a 4.6, which was the highest. And like I said, the shop it's a German shop, German only shop. So it's just like Porsches, Mercedes, BMWs, and cars like that. And it's nice looking. It doesn't look dirty, grimy. It's very nice. The interior is nice. There's a nice customer section with a TV, couches, and a refrigerator and everything. Like, it's very like upscale. So you wouldn't think that they'd be doing shit like this, there. If you go to a place that's like dirty, grimy, and the guy looks, kind of like suspicious, you're like, I don't know if I want to leave my car here. The place is very clean, very well taken care of, very like upscale. So, and then a lot of people were like, check your work and stuff, but if the cover wasn't missing, I would have never found out, never. And it's hard to check up on work, especially if it's like interior work, internal, if like spark plugs, let's just say, or whatever. And you just gotta, it's hard to trust people. You gotta find someone you can trust and just stick with them forever. Like, don't let them go. Basically. Some people like that are hard to find, because you don't want to pay 500 plus for a battery that he probably paid 150 for. So anyways, that was the story. Everything, as you saw, they put the Mercedes battery in, they found my cover. I dropped off the car at 6 in the morning, 6:30, picked it up about 2 hours later, and it's been running fine. People were like, watch him work, watch him do this. And this was during the week that it was like 110 degrees for like 6 days straight here in LA. And I looked like a fool wearing the jacket as it is, but I didn't know anywhere else to put my phone on me. So that you guys can hear the sound as well. So it's I wasn't gonna stand out there and watch it, because he goes, we need the car for 2 hours, 2.5 hours, and I wasn't gonna stand there and watch everything go down. I was just like, look, just put it in. I'm looking for peace. I don't want headaches. I don't want any back and forth. And thankfully, after our interaction, he said, all right, I'll just put the Mercedes battery in, and that's it. And so yeah, I think I covered all the questions and comments. Yes, I know Mercedes doesn't make batteries. They don't manufacture, and only a handful of that part where he said is correct. There's only like a couple companies that make these batteries. Everybody else just puts their sticker on there, and they sell it as a Mercedes battery. But I know Mercedes doesn't make batteries. They don't manufacture that stuff. But so anyways, the point of the matter, it's like peace of mind. Like he was saying, I know people are brainwashed by brand names. So what if we are? Like anyways, all right, now I'm pulling into Costco, and it's the last day of the coupon sale that they got going on. God damn, it's busy. God damn, look at this. You can't even find a parking spot anywhere. It's like 5 cars in every aisle waiting for a parking spot. Yeah, I guess this is it, huh? So that was the update. No fighting, no cursing, no police were involved. He gave me my parts. We're good to go. And I'm happy it finally got resolved. And I won't be going back to that shop unless it's like emergency, and I have to. But other than that, I'm going to find somewhere else to go to. And the battery, some people were saying, oh, the battery was $279. The cheapest place I found that had it in stock was the dealership in Glendale, which is 30 minutes away, and they wanted $385 out the door, but I had to bring them my core, so I had to give them my old battery. And I was like, if I pull out my battery here, how the hell am I going to get there? Because the car would still run, but after like a mile or two, the battery light will come and flash on, and it would say pull over and let the car run, because the car power dipped under 12 volts. So it's like, just let the car run so it can build up some more juice, I guess. But it would have probably made it to Glendale. But, if I take out the battery, I can't get there. So I just said, forget it. I'll pay this guy this $500. I don't have to bother anybody to give me a ride or anything. And, it worked out in the end, but in a difficult way. So that's it. I have one more reminder. I have videos coming out this week. They're going to be the last 10 or 11 sessions. I think 11 sessions. They're going to start Monday, and it's a good series this week. All right, that's what I'm just going to tell you. There's someone from our past is going to be in the video, so check it out. You guys will love this week. It's going to be really good. So watch every episode. I'll probably post Monday through Thursday, maybe even Friday too, but just keep an eye out for those. They're the best of the series, I think. So anyways, I'm gonna go get robbed at Costco. I spent a couple $1 million on bulk shit, and that's it. I'll see you guys next time. All right, take care, everyone. You gotta be nuts to come to a Costco on a Sunday. I am not kidding you. It is like mayhem over there. I swear, never again. I don't care what the hell. I don't care if I'm starving. I don't care if they have half off. I ain't coming here ever again. Look at it. Everywhere. Look, people waiting. Every spot taken. Cars everywhere waiting for a spot. This lady was waiting behind me for like 20 minutes while I packed all my stuff. I shopped $310. Unreal. Look at this. Every spot. And then inside, fucking zoo. You got people, these couples, they come in with their kids. I saw one couple with like 3 young kids, probably like 7 or under. All 3 of them. Fucking kids running everywhere. And you know how it's like people. First of all, why do you guys all, it's not a family event, right? Just like the husband can come shop and the wife stays at home with the 3 kids. Makes more sense, right? Instead of all 5 of you coming and your kids are all over the place. I almost ran over 2 kids. I'm not kidding you. It's just like, people don't tell their kids anymore, hey, stay next to me, get out of the way. Nothing, just, hey, it's a playground, just go run wherever the fuck you want to run, And then they come and then the samples, oh God, people act like they never fucking ate before. All right, we're gonna run a red light real quick. I can't stand this shit. Can't wait till I win the lottery and I move to Switzerland. That's it. I want to be away from everyone, building a fucking custom cabin up there on the top of the fucking mountain. I'm gonna have like a gun tower. Anybody comes up, just stay away from me. Stay away from me, people. I can't take you guys anymore. Serious. Like a zoo in there. I should have videotaped that. And he got people bringing their dogs too. And everybody has a service dog patch. Oh, God. I'm going to have to go home and just lay down from this. Jesus, I was there for 2 hours. You can't walk. Especially in the like refrigerated food section, where they have like the meats and the rotisserie chicken and all that kind of stuff. Right around that area, you guys know what I'm talking about. Man, unreal. Just unbelievable. Anyways, that was my trip back. The first and last trip. It was Sunday. Fuck that. I'm coming Tuesday nights from now on when it's empty, damn near empty. People, get your kids under control. One kid was like grabbing all the samples with his dirty fucking hands. Everything is just like, nobody disciplines their kids anymore. I don't understand why. Man, when we were kids, our parents used to like smack us in public. Or, slap your hand or, hit you in the butt or some shit. And then when you got home, you got your ass whooped. And I don't know, I think I turned out all right. I don't need therapy. Well, I probably need therapy. These fucking kids, you can't tell them anything. Parents don't tell them shit. God, I feel bad for the teachers of the future. Imagine the shit that they got to go through. And then one of these wackos comes in with a gun and starts spraying the place one day. Fuck that. Teach from home. Everything's going to be on Zoom in the future. Anyways, that's my rant about Costco. All right, I gotta go home, unpack everything, and head out to either Commerce or Hawaiian Gardens. Get to work, make some money. All right, if you guys like this video, thumbs up, subscribe button, hit the bell. See you guys next time. All right, take care.